Hello and welcome back to Banished with MegaMods. We are in MegaMods version, I think it's a 0.529. It was done in May 29th, so it has a part 7 that wasn't there before. And we're going to be in the teeny tiny town of Beattyton, and we got on a red ketchup map. Cannot stay away from these large maps. They just end up looking much nicer. And a hard alternative for red ketchup. So no barns on this, but I believe we start with a seed. And I think it may make it difficult, but I think I'm gonna just stick with transparent crops. We got beans. Okay, beans for Beattyton. Alright. Okay, so what I wanted to do here is, on this map, get a pretty good oversize. A rather large lake kind of taking up this kind of back corner. I don't think I will do much with any of that. We are a little bit away from the water. We got plenty of streams and stuff. We can come here in the interior to do fishing and stuff. I wanted something that looked very green and foresty. Is that such a word? We're gonna have this be a teeny tiny town, meaning I'm gonna be restricting myself to probably not kid houses. Here's a small house. This is a 3x3. Then we have Jinx's Biddy. And that's also a 3x3, but it's technically a 3x2, two of its roads. So we're in the forest. And unfortunately I don't have like, I don't think there's a mod to make people smaller, but having them be little forest gnomes would work out pretty good. Oh, here we go. There's a slightly bigger. So I'm thinking of not have anything take up more than a 4x4, except for very specific things that are going to have to be that way. Like, we can do teeny tiny halls. Oh, that's not a problem. I don't think I'm going to do nomads, so this would work out really well in this case. But say we have, let's go to like production kind of thing. We need a foundry or something. One of these foundries might be a little bit smaller. No, that's not much smaller. Blast furnace, oh, that's super huge. There's a different forge that's even bigger. We do have Biddy blacksmiths. That works out good. There's a water one, but I might just have to suck it up and use some large building for one of those applications. But in the meantime, we've got beans. I'm thinking of just kind of starting in here. Here's gonna have some mining. It's one of the few little bridges we got in here. And probably put a couple little dock things out here or the river. And we got the streams to use up. Most of the dock buildings, I believe, would still be usable. Let's look at that real quick. So that is a 2x4. Yeah, that's a 3x4. Small dock market. Now that one would work. It's a nice area, not too big. However, some of the other markets, like, I wouldn't choose just because it is so huge. We're gonna try to keep this all nice and forestry, and I will end up probably putting down some more stuff. See, I guess technically that's a 4x4, but there's other alternatives. I'm gonna use smaller stuff. Here's a 3x3. I don't know if I want to do multi-story housing stuff. There's one in here. We got all that. Oh, this is nice. This has been redone, this menu, because we're in a different version. This cabin. It's a 3x3. Maybe I'll go 2 stories on something like that. We do have maybe a few fancy things. Definitely those like conservatories. I mean, they're tiny. They're not going to hold many people, but that's okay. Okay, that's our CC stuff. Red ketchup has a few little things. Like this. It's a 3x4. To me, it just seems too big. We're going to be foresty gnomes. Small houses. Even that seems kind of too big. There's maybe some angled houses. The hostel will probably be a little bit different. So let's get into, let's see, wood and thatch. And these things are so tiny. 4 people. First we got our angled. We got our stone and shingles. And of course this is going to be like super inexpensive for a lot of these things, which I'm going to try to leave spaces in between. There we go. And we're going to need to pick a dirt road to go with this. All these will be better than nothing. And I haven't figured that out. That's always the hard part, is trying to figure out which kind of dirt stuff. We used a creamy or a pinky stuff last time. I want something that will stick out a bit. You get country road, fallen leaves. Let's see how that works. So also in the other exceptions, like a field, I'm going to try to make them as small as possible. They're definitely not going to be efficient. I'm going to have to be using the other kind of means for getting some food here, but I don't want to be larger than an 8x8. So some of these might be like little homestead farms, maybe? We'll get a person there. Let's get them kind of moving. The stockpiles will be kind of problematic. I think I will try some of the covered ones. And yeah, I'm gonna need it to be a certain width for that, unfortunately. Alright. So we got that nice little cleared area. We're going to need foresters. And of course you can always do the... Oh, there's like... Oh, this is different. Interesting. I really like the building. Planting and cutting trees. It's very nice. It's a small little area. I think I will probably have a lot of foresters around. That might help keep it foresty. This one's a little further away, so I think I might wait on him I think the fruit trees may be a little too much. We got tiny foresters. Okay. Got the little urban, really tiny foresters. We got the actual bitty forester. With some different kinds of wood coloring. That guy, I think I will go ahead and let them do that. So I think we'll probably be doing a lot of the gathering and hunting and fishing. Let's look at... Oh, there's a mini one. That's a really small one. Probably not worthwhile to put on a stream, but it can be done. Probably not a tidal pool, not that type of tidal pool. Oh, how nice. There's something new. Definitely if you want that for decoration, that looks really nice. Okay, let's see, fish farms. We got our different boats. There's the bitty. Pretty similar to the mini. It's a little bit, actually, not quite as small there. I'm gonna try this guy. I don't know what he'll end up doing there. So we got some fishing. Bitty hunter. Probably want that close to the bitty forester somewhere over here. There. Alright. Let's get a couple builders. Take a little bit of trees. And we're only going to have so much food. We do have this crop field, which is nice. Oh, we got one log in there already. Okay. And that person's already planting. I probably should have made it... Oh, no. Oh, I did make a 4x9, didn't I? I did not want to go over 8. Alright. The transparent one. Yeah. It's gonna have to be an 8. Alright. We'll have someone start working on that again. So that they can get that one done. Look at these houses in. We could, I think if we want to use fodder, a little fodder field might be the best option for that. Oh, farmer, yes, we need to get your job back up. I know that. Okay, couple builders. Let's also make sure that we are getting plenty of food. There is not too many notes. Okay. So that's not real great, probably because we have way too much fodder in here. That's a lot of fodder. Alright, well, I'm very glad then that we have this field here of beans. Alright, so looking at other alternative stuff, I'm gonna need a gatherer, even though it's not gonna do much. Let's get a bitty one in. And somewhere up here. It's overlapping some sort of building there. Alright. Reserves the logs. Yes, we need logs. Plenty of it. And I think we have... I'm probably marked way too much fodder. I want to get rid of all of it, but I'm really going to have to just tell them to forget about that and have them take care of some of it. Alright, let's see if we get some nice little stockpile in there. Have our people move along a little bit more. I think this country road will stick out enough that we can keep using that. And we're going to need some, yeah, plenty of small barns. I don't know if the bitty barns, that's a tiny one. It's going to be a little difficult. The bitty ones are good. I think those can be upgraded. Having a few of those would be nice. Got our beans going already. And we got space around it. I mean, gardens are not, you're not going to want the sun to be covering them up, but you know what? We're just going to have to deal with that. We're going to need a blacksmith at some point here. We got other food things we could deal with. Got that as an option. The wagon workshop is tools and wagon parts, which is kind of neat. It's a neat little thing there. Go ahead and add that one, although it's going to take iron, so that one might not work out real well, unfortunately. Oh, that's way too big for our purposes. Small iron smelter, so like we're probably going to have to use that. I'm not going to use like a blacksmith. Oh, that's kind of neat. That might work really well. Gonna need firewood or charcoal for that. There's a different one for the Port Royal, so the Port Royal is apparently being added in to some of these parts. It's kind of looking like I'm gonna have to use the bitty one here. Oh, nope, I'm gonna have to move that little guy over here. Bring up blacksmithing again. Bitty. Want to leave a space so we can put in trees and whatnot. Alright. Let's see. We want... what would go good with beans? Let's try clams. Okay, well, got all these things. Let's have them work on these first. I'm sure they're clearing out stuff, and in order to get them to stop clearing out stuff, maybe we can just take care of that. You know, we need stone probably. Start grabbing stone out of that area. Alright, barn. These can get upgraded from lumber. And that might be another building that we're going to have be a large building. So we got bricks, we got sawmills. Of course the saw pit, that would work. It's kind of not very efficient, for sure. Water mills. Humble lumber cutter. Perfect for what I need. I'm not gonna want the other color, but it'll blend out really well. Oh, looky there. We've gotten some clams already. Early autumn. Need the laborers to continue getting that stuff. We're gonna need firewood here too, really quick. They can work on those. Let's get wood. Woodcutter, traditional ones, super huge. Celtic chopper, I'm not sure how well it can do. I really like the look of this one. Even have one as like a little hut thing there. Go. Wood. I'll need that. Because a lot of people are going to get a little too cold here. And we can upgrade these, but we're going to need iron. Let's get people doing labor stuff. And prioritize getting this food that I've done here. Gonna need another little bitty house here. Let's get a little corner guy here. So food's kind of getting low. Of course, our tools and clothing, that's going to get low. We need the hunter to get done. Alright, so hunter and woodyard. And they're still bringing in a little bit of food. They're must be getting some of that fodder. Temperature down to 7. Still fairly healthy. Got plots of beans. And the cart's got a bunch of different other foraged things along with the potatoes. And of course the fodder thatch. That will always take up lots of room. Let's get a person in there. Still gonna need to get a few more trees. Alright, so late winter. It's getting a little bit warmer. A little bit more food. Hunter. I want to see if 1 or 2 is going to be best in that. Get the gatherer going. We got a couple kids. A couple kids have grown up to be adults. So that's good. Oh, this bitty blacksmith is going to need iron as well. Yeesh. Alright. I really wanted to get the blacksmith going here before the end of this year, but we're gonna need a small smelter, and I think I'll stick them down here. Bitty gatherer, I think 4 is gonna be too much. Keep an eye on them as well. Our shore guy, 200. It wasn't placed there the whole year, so that will be interesting to see there. Let's get all our other cottage up and going. People kind of in some jobs, so our food should be doing a little bit better here. Got some of that fodder taken care of, yeah. Probably need a little bit more stone. I'd like to get rid of all of it, but that'll take a bit of time there. And our stockpile's getting full there. I think once we get all these other people in a house, make them happy, and this forester guy's going now. Need to get all that stuff planted. Get another one going. And then we might have enough wood going on to kind of help us get enough firewood and building materials. Oh, that food is starting to go up. That is pretty nice. Maybe it'll take a while for the hunter. The hunter's always kind of hit and miss. I'm sure having more than one increases your odds of them finding something, so to speak. Our beans. Not huge, but it did something last time. Changed the field, so it might have gotten planted a little late. We're going to need an alternative here. And always these bee shelters are wonderful. I think I might... I think I want the one that's going to produce honey. The one that you can tell it to. Alright, lumber cutter. Great. We don't want lumber quite yet, I think. Definitely going to want it at some point here soon. Not yet. I didn't realize I had that guy doing that. Got our firewood yard going. I think I will increase that a little bit. And we're going to need this guy built here pretty quick. So we can do the iron, so we can get our blacksmith done. That seems to be going decently. Hey, feathers. if we get rates, we can now handle doing some dock workshop and make some survival coats. So that's a bonus. Oh gosh, that takes iron as well. Oh darn. Okay. Let's find a house down here. That one will be easy to do. Iron smelter is done. Let's get a person. Oh, you're kidding me. I need furnace steel for this too. Well, looks like I'm going to be a little pickle here. So if I really wanted to try to avoid doing like a red ketchup blacksmith to do tools. And I'm not sure which one it is. But either one of these is taking iron. Okay. When you need to make sure you get something done, you can always get a dock workshop in. So I think I will have them do the dock workshop, the bees, and this house, and get it done for next time. Work on that so that we can make sure we can get at least a little bit of tools, and that'll also set us up for getting some clothing too. And I really wanted to get enough people in so I can then start filling it with trees. It can't be a real foresty if we keep cutting down all the trees. So we need to replace some of those trees here and get them in around the houses, but we need enough workers for that. But we'll get into more next time. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.